Am I blocked by this chick yet? No, not yet. I do my usual thing on Twitter. I just realized I don't have my iPad here to boost myself. Of going into cosplay thoughts replies with my disrespectful Bugs Bunny no. And still giving them engagement, but did this one, which I thought this is going to get me blocked by this chick. I'm not going to put up what I responded to. Some girl who apparently like can jet set to Japan from fucking Canada to do photo shoots, but's got a heart condition that prevents her from working. All right, no, I need to tweet out that I'm live. I don't have the usual background noise. No bad. All right, I'm gonna go get my iPad. Please stand by. No, no. I'm gonna fuck you, bro. He's not gonna fuck you. Oh, yeah. Where am I? There you go, YouTube. Oh my god, Lumi Short. What's your face? Narissa's streaming. God, what the fuck did I just saw? Oh no, localizers got their hands on the Uma Musume anime. It has fallen. Oh god, Dave Chappelle talks about Charlie. I'm not sure I want to hear this. Whatever. Here I am streaming. Well, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Sounds good enough. Oh yeah. Actually play the background video for background noise. So it's been a week, to say the least. January 6th Remembrance. There's a candlelight vigil held in the Capitol. I am generally one who subscribes to the idea that it was blown a little bit out of proportion. Maybe they could have gotten away with a couple hundred or so arrests for the most like violent agitators, but then going after like everyone seemed to like really politicize the issue. And I don't know, I think, well, let me bring out the first tweet here that I can find. Something from my acquaintance. Oh, found it. This is gonna be a hot fucking take. So regarding January 6th, which was yesterday, my most divisive opinion about January 6th, it says it would have been better for America if in the first wave of Capitol rioters attacking police at the door had just been shot. Wild. After that, we should have made peace quickly as a country and not bothered with the long public show of prosecuting every last member of the mob in ensuing years and giving them such extreme sentences. Not only is it morally correct to shoot people who are attacking the guards at government buildings, but if people had started dying from the beginning, the majority of these MAGA roleplay guys who didn't have guns would have turned and ran when they realized they were facing death in actual combat rather than an extended roleplay experience of wearing cosplay outfits and engaging in melee with riot cops. Okay. An extreme show of force, followed by letting most people leave, would send a signal that the Capitol was secure, while not hyperbolically calling 1,000 participants in a riot conspirators in a coup to overthrow the government. A handful of serious provocateurs like the Fed, Enrique Tarrio. Was Enrique Tarrio working with the feds? I feel like that's not correct. Should have been made an example of, but we should not have had this divisive nationwide snitch program of people ratting out their uncle for being stupid enough to attend the protest and insisting these people were terrorists. The mistreatment and extreme sentencing of some of these involved in the riot became a rallying point for the opposition who went too far in the other direction. Giving full pardons to violent criminals and those who intended to escalate the riot. The only thing I counter with is that I think anybody who was violent was given a commutation, not a full pardon. So there's like 32 or 20 people or so who got commutations of their sentences, but not full pardons. Unless he wants to consider everyone who walked into the Capitol once the door was open and didn't necessarily weren't the ones fighting at the on the stairs here. Calling those people who were just wandering through the halls violent criminals. There's a difference between battling the cops and then you're somewhat back down the stairs, not noticing what's going on, and then realize, oh, we're in the building now. Woohoo! It's just like, wait, how did this happen? And I listened to let's see here, Scott. Tweet out his retrospective. Oh yeah, his J6 retrospective. J6 happened 5 years ago today. Oh my god. I'm feeling so old now. Big 3-0 is coming up fast and hard. I got a little to show for it. Highly Expected looks back at how this introduction changed America, how public opinion of it has moderated, and now future generations will remember it. Remember the transformative event on the 5th year anniversary. He did make a point that, one, the riots did scare the shit out of the government in a certain sense, and definitely the Democrat establishment within the government. And he attributes the delay to trying to prosecute Trump for any sort of crimes related to January 6th or otherwise as fear that something like this was going to get triggered. However, this actually had the opposite effect, definitely, of making right-wing people suspicious of any protest because of how badly it can blow up in their face. And now, any kind of like active protest out there is considered like a Fed op. Like FBI informants or FBI agents directly are inciting these protests to get people on the right wing in charge. But this is a lesson that should have been learned from Charlottesville, that if you are protesting right of center, you are not going to get any like sympathy from the media as well as local PD. There's also something to be said that a lot of right-wing people in the country are looking at the chaos of the BLM riots from the preceding year and thinking, what, we can get away with something like this after everything we saw. I know Scott has said that what happened with the BLM riots was worse than what happened in January 6th. I imagine a lot would be inclined to disagree with that. I think I'm tentatively in that position that this is not as bad as what happened with the BLM riots all across the country. Where is I going with this? So there was definitely like some energy within the right that we get ours now. We get to have our riot that gets looked over. But like, no, the powers that be are not going to look this over. So definitely probably spawned a lot of like doomerism along the right. That they really are a persecuted minority, that we are really a politically persecuted minority. And there's nothing we can do short of accelerationism. And definitely had people cause some rebound and coalescing around Trump, probably to a certain extent. I guess there's a lot to be said that if you are on the right, this was like your Empire Strikes Back moment, and now once we've lost it all, and we've been persecuted as much as that came after January 6th, this is, from January 6th to the Trump indictments to all the following like national manhunt to get anybody involved with J6 and throw super harsh sentences at them. That was the rebound that has now resulted in the current Trump administration coming back with a vengeance. Trump 2024, the revenge tour. And I know Scott grappled with the ideas like, was this necessary to win? Was the massive crackdown against January 6th necessary to win for Trump to come and win the next thing? Wasn't enough? Maybe, but I would say it definitely helped. And galvanized the right to rally around Trump and to fight back. Also, one of the last things I know Greer talked about was that there are people who have been since pardoned who are anti-Trump from the fucking right. These are ungrateful bastards. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too strong. They're ungrateful bastards. I just keep on saying that's too far, but they're ungrateful in the face of such generosity from Trump with pardoning them. And now are like, complaining about the Epstein files and shit. Or saying he needs to be impeached, and then what, we're going to get something radically more right-wing after Trump? Hello, Ethelred. The thing is, most people just don't care about J6. The vast majority of people who don't see the Capitol building as hallowed ground, we see it as a den of thieves. Depending on your political persuasion, like if you're on the left, you'll foment that while you can. You'll take that sentiment. But if it was like completely Republican-controlled Congress, maybe, you know, tables flipped and there were like Dems hard protesting the Trump inauguration, they probably would have sided with them. But I guess they had enough self-control to not do that this time around. All right. I'm going to turn down the background noise a bit. House hearing alleges $9 billion fraud in Minnesota federal aid. That would I'm pretty sure that would outstrip the United Healthcare Corporation scamming through Medicare and Medicaid, and well, they were scamming everybody by overcharging. So takes the Somalis to outdo the largest government fraud, financial fraud scheme in American history with all this stuff. And well, Trump's surging like 1,000 agents into Minnesota right now. So Minnesota's feeling its run. I saw an interesting case of a Twitter account saying that there's plenty enough illegals to go after in conservative states or red states. We should not be unoptically going into blue states like Minnesota to conduct these immigration enforcements where we're going to meet, where ICE agents, Border Patrol agents, the federal government in general will meet hysterical people, which will cause incidents like that happen with this ICE agent, not killing, but this woman getting killed by an ICE agent because she was driving the car at them. Most ridiculous thing was all the Dems holding candlelight vigil on the 5th anniversary. What kind of asshole holds a vigil for themselves? Okay, I'm gonna play generosity to them here. That it's more vigil about how dark a day it was for them. That the Capitol building was stormed, thinking about how hallowed ground it was. Unless they were specifically making the whole vigil about how they were victimized. I didn't pay attention to it, but I'm not gonna go back and watch it. I imagine Dem politicians are smart enough to script it to say how it was a dark day for our democracy, not for them as individuals. I don't know. What's being said here? Not gonna watch the full video. She was trying to move away from the agents and one of them went in front of her car and shot her. Abolish the HS. I'm so serious. Okay. My algorithm's not feeding me absolute, well, they surrounded her because they were trying to detain her, because apparently now that they're coming out and saying that whoever this woman was, something Miss Good, had been like tracking these guys for the ICE agents for a while, she'd shadowing them. And so I guess you would be like, this is coming, them coming to deciding to like surround her car to arrest her finally, was after a long chain of her being a pain in the ass to them. So trying to drive away. No. They were going up and pulling out her car door. They were going to arrest her. So that's resisting arrest and then driving into an ICE agent. And I've seen the video from, there's another angle from, I don't know, some sort of CCTV camera well off in the distance, up and above on like some electrical pole. It shows that she definitely clipped the guy and he was getting winged, so to speak, by the car. But so she didn't just like, you know, try and maneuver around him. She hit him, definitely. Probably not enough to seriously injure him, but she hit him. A lot of people definitely against this. Why does this profile pic look AI generated? She has a fucking Patreon. Hothead views are my, what the fuck? All right, I'm not investigating that. Yeah, then we had a riot, or protest. There's that one officer who shot a full, like, what am I looking for? Like pepper spray ball right in some guy's face. He walked away, but I imagine his eyes were fucking burning at that point. Some guy was like offering him water, and well, I've been pepper sprayed, and you were too, Ethelred. It's not a pleasant experience. Definitely not getting it like completely coated all over you. The alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. The ICE officer who were hurt are expected to make full recoveries. This was a direct consequence of constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assaults on our law enforcement. These men and women who are simply enforcing the law on the books are facing 1,300% increase in assaults against them and 8,000 increase in death threats. This is an evolving situation. We will give the public more information as soon as it becomes available. So, public opinion is already just like bifurcated and people are falling into their camps. I don't know who is there to complain at this point on the right other than Thomas Massey, Martyr Maid, and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Just put two congressmen, or now one former congressman, one still sitting congressman, and one annoying poster online. Deployed tear gas and pepper spray. Minneapolis. Oh, yeah. Was that the one guy who got his face like... Oh, God. Calm down. There's a guy on his knees over there. That's weird. Oh, yeah. That's the one guy who got it right in the face. Get out of there and start washing your face, bro. Good morning, Minneapolis. Prem Thakur, that sounds Indian. From Zetio News. So yeah, bad optics. I will say this does, I think, optically look bad. I don't know, like, give it a week. Let's see what polling on this incident turns up. How people see it. Why do I think that there's going to be a solid to slim majority, somewhere from like 52 to 55%, maybe even high as 60%, who side against the ICE agent? But importantly, Trump and the rest of the admin and a lot of the Republican Party in general is standing by the ICE agent and what happened there. I'm not sure the public's going to fully swing that way. And then you had the mayor, Jacob Frey, telling ICE to get out of the city. You can't just tell you can tell them that, but they're federal law enforcement enforcing federal law. They're allowed to go wherever they want. And just because you don't want them there because you're politically opposed to it doesn't mean that they have to or they should. Just trying to clean my screen. And then Tim Walz announced that he may, I think he's bluffing here, that he may nationalize the Minnesota National Guard to remove ICE agents from the city, which way to pull, give absolute bait for the Insurrection Act. I will continue to monitor the situation closely and will update as soon as I receive information. ICE must stop terrorizing our communities and leave our city. Or people should stop trying to interfere with ICE operations and then getting killed or getting hurt in the process. What is this? This is the senator from... Do I follow Ilhan Omar? Sure, fine. I'll follow these two guys. Right Angle News Network. Do I follow this? I am following that. Oh yeah, that's right. She's an anti-ICE legal observer. Has been shot in Minneapolis while attempting to ram ICE agents. Oh, what's this? Witness to Wednesday's shooting in South Minneapolis told NPR News that she saw federal agents shoot a woman several times, and Heller lives near 33 in Portland, said that she woke up on a commotion outside her home. She said she saw a car blocking traffic on Portland Avenue that appeared to be part of the protest against federal law enforcement operations. Heller said she heard ICE agents telling the driver, a woman, to get out of here. She was trying to turn around and an ICE agent was in front of her car and he pulled out a gun and put it right in, his midriff was on her bumper, and he reached across the hood of the car and shot her in the face 3-4 times. Apparently 3 shots were made, but that one shot through the front seemingly did the job. His midriff, Heller said it appeared the woman then accelerated and traveled about 100 feet before striking a utility pole coming from other vehicles. She could be slumped over inside her car. I think that first shot probably killed her. And then accelerated, went stiff with her foot on the accelerator. More people ragging on Jacob Frey. Oh, Mike Flynn. Who's this woman? %20 off. What the fudge? Man, who is this woman? She looks like completely Mediterranean. What is she doing all the way out in Minnesota? Somebody's advertising the video on Blue Sky. Alright, that's enough about that. This is the other news to talk about, is that we seized that tanker, the Bella 1, that fled Venezuela across the Atlantic, and then we intercepted it somewhere north of Scotland. And this was after they painted a Russian flag on the ship and then claimed it to be Russian, and the Russians claimed them as well and protested that America was trying to seize the vessel. Let's see here. Go to YouTube. Oh God, what is going to show up on my For You page? Probably shouldn't do this. Nurse is streaming. What the fudge is this lewd ass shit? What the fuck? Oh, Emeru. That's a wig. What the hell is this video? Sound's not coming through. Not even on my end. Ancestral linguist. Oh.
What's cool about the Italian genome, guys, is that modern Italians carry a significant genetic legacy from Europe's.
This looks like a lot of AI generated slop. I'm not gonna enough. What the fuck are my Albedo? I don't know why. I just wanted to see Albedo being fucking annoying. What am I looking for here? What did I come here for? Oh, Peter Zahan.
Coming to you from Colorado.
Who said, let's see if it's here, but he said that this is sort of monumental in that the tanker was seized.
Any directly in opposition to what Moscow had requested. What this means now is that it is game on for the entire shadow. In modern history, the United States has boarded.
All right, fine. I'll watch it from the beginning, please.
On January 7th, again. There's a lot going on today, and the newest thing is that the United States Navy has just captured a tanker off the coast of Iceland. This tanker is part of the Shadow Fleet that services Russia, Venezuela, and Iran in order to evade sanctions. It was outside of Venezuela when it slipped by the cordon. Remember, the United States coast of Iceland. This tanker is part of the Shadow Fleet that services Russia, Venezuela, and Iran in order to evade sanctions.
Part of the Shadow Fleet services those three countries.
When it slipped by the cordon. Remember, the United States has a quarantine around Venezuela to prevent the tankers from coming or going. This one slipped through. They chased across the Atlantic. Now they caught it. What makes this dramatic, what makes this important, very important, is that while it was sailing, the shell company that operates it changed its loyalty to Russia and painted a flag of Russia on the ship, called the Russians, and the Russians called the White House and said, "This is one of ours. Do not take it." And
that is pretty flimsy, I'm going to be honest, so I don't think this is the same thing as he's going to allude to as a historically, like, not an impromptu Russian registered flag vessel. I don't think we've crossed that Rubicon just fully yet, but maybe we're in the waters.
Now the United States has not just chased it halfway across the ocean, but taken it anyway. This is the first time ever in modern history that the United States has boarded and captured a nationally flagged tanker, not to mention directly in opposition to what Moscow had requested. What this means now is that it is game on for the entire Shadow Fleet, and any country that decides that they want to now has full legal cover to go and take any of the ships, because the United States has taken one that wasn't just mysterious in its origin, it wasn't just using fraud, it was actually claimed by a sovereign state, and that sovereign state is none of...
Yeah, impromptu claimed, which I think everyone is seeing like this is rather sketchy on the Russians' part, so them being bitchy about it is falling more on deaf ears. So I'll wait till a Russian flag vessel that has been like operating for like greater than a year or even greater than 6 months as a Russian flagged vessel gets seized. Then I'll say we've crossed that Rubicon.
Russia. This is going to lead to the collapse of the Shadow Fleet as a way to transport oil in real time over the next several weeks to months, most likely, unless something really crazy happens, and that will indirectly or directly affect in excess of about 4 to 5 million barrels a day of crude. Used to be a little bit higher, but Venezuela is already offline. So that is going to reshape any number of things in terms of security in Europe and the Ukraine war, the capacity of the Russians to fight in the war, what goes on with Iran, with the mullahs, and of course Venezuela and energy markets on a global basis. So we are at the beginning of a very dramatic period in human history as the global trade system sees one of its primary methods of keeping running energy starting to break down in a very exciting way. For those of you who are receiving this...
And he shills his Patreon because, well, he's on the ball with this, so he released this video, short video, ahead of like his usual Patreon like delays. When you get an update from Peter immediately, not waiting a week, you know the shit gonna get real. This comment down here. Fair point. When he like feels, all right, I need to get my word out on this immediately instead of waiting a week. Something monumental must have happened, but I don't think just there yet. Again, this impromptu being claimed by Russian and then Russia claiming it and protesting, getting saying you're violating our sovereignty if you seize this vessel. I don't think it's fully there yet because they impromptuly, that's not a word, I'm trying to make an adverb out of impromptu. Impromptu claiming of the vessel sort of seems more sketchy than like seizing a Russian oil tanker or a Russian flagged vessel that had been operating as a Russian flagged vessel for like more than a year or so, for an extended period of time. Like everyone knows that this is a Russian ship instead of this one claiming to be Russian out of nowhere. Also on this, where's Lindsey Graham? I don't follow him. I know, like, everyone hates him. He's got Lindsey Graham's endorsement. I know he's probably. I think he's got a primary coming up. Oh yeah, after a very productive meeting today with President Trump on a variety of issues, he greenlit the bipartisan Russia sanctions bill that I had been working on for months with Senator Blumenthal of Connecticut and many others. This will be well timed as Ukraine is making concessions for peace and Putin is all talk, continuing to kill the innocent. This bill will allow President Trump to punish those countries who buy cheap Russian oil, fueling Russia's war machine, Putin's war machine. The bill would give President Trump tremendous leverage against countries like China, India, Brazil to incentivize them to stop buying the cheap Russian oil that provides the financing for Putin's bloodbath against Ukraine. I look forward to a strong bipartisan vote, hopefully as early as next week. I know, like, earlier this year, like maybe a quarter and a half year ago, Preston Stewart was complaining, like, why are we sitting on this? Let's get this bill through. Citing polling like how anti-Russia everyone is right now. So it looks like this is finally about to go through. So we'll see. I swear like we've been already hitting sanctions on India before this, but this is more, this is Congress authorizing this. So once you got like two branches of government going at this, that's real shit. So nobody can like pin it down. Nobody can like say that this is just Trump acting unilaterally. So how have I been going? Only 32 minutes. Cover like the major topics of the day. Oh. To Senator Rand Paul, happy birthday. I hope today is full of a family and friends of good cheer. Oh, by the way, as a birthday present, we have seized yet another oil tanker trying to transport sanctioned Venezuelan oil. I hear Russia isn't too happy. Next year to celebrate, maybe we can do a golf outing to Venezuela and Cuba. Should be good to go then. My model's not tracking this right, but I'm like got my two fingers to my chin and I'm like smirking slightly. Like, I imagine Rand Paul had some strong words against unilateral military action in Venezuela. So I think this is a pretty this is a pretty dickish move to hit about it. But whatever. Now, what's Rand Paul been complaining about? Oh, it is his birthday after all. Oh yeah, there's the inverting of the food pyramid from RFK at the U.S. at Health and Human Services, and I guess Rand Paul's okay with that. I've been consistent across presidents. Only Congress has the power to declare war. Whether it's Venezuela, Libya, or anywhere else, decisions shouldn't be left to one person. Our Constitution is clear on that. I mean, honestly, at that point, that's kind of limp-wristed to the more other way you could protest what's going on here. Yeah, I oppose socialism everywhere, but that's not today's debate. No. The answer is no. War powers belong to the people's representatives, full stop. So, yeah. So, I honestly, I feel this... Oh. Thanks for the P-Day greetings, Lindsey Graham. Oh, so here your response. Replacing one socialist with another in Venezuela doesn't bode well for the Gulf, though. Luxuries like golf flourish only under capitalism. Hashtag Hayek. Of course. Of course, he cites Hayek. So, all right. Although I think Lindsey Graham's getting more engagement off of this one. Let's see. 1.2K likes, 257. Oh, no. Somebody got more likes. Never mind. Oh, you can pop the bubbles. That's cute. That's a cute feature for a browser app. I wonder if that actually happens on the Twitter app. That was funny. I should cut that as a short. I should probably cut this whole thing with Lindsey Graham as a short. So, all right. Lindsey Graham decides to be a dick on his birthday, ideologically prodding Rand Paul claps back. Cites Hayek because, of course. Alright, let's just go to Clashboard and check what the hell's happening else the rest of the day. I should point out, when I went out and got some mediocre pizza at some place I've always passed by on the way, on one of the routes home from my work to here. Again, it was mediocre pizza. I could tell already that from some bread that they gave me that was mediocre. There's probably some light ass shit that they get from Sodexo. Trying to find a restaurant that actually makes a proper dough, it's kind of hard. I have to keep looking around for a place because all this stuff is sort of light and airy and feels sort of flat and hollow in a sense. It's not like the real deal. Alton Brown said it best in his one earliest episodes of Good Eats about pizza, that great toppings do not make pizza great. And usually are there to mask a weak dough, which should be the strong base. If the dough isn't good, all else fail. Everything else is going to fall flat around it. Oh my God. How far back do I want to go? Retired French General Michael Yakovlev. That sounds like he's like descended from Russian immigrants. Says that if NATO collapses over Trump's Greenland push, Europe would force U.S. troops out of Europe. Okay. We won't go to war with the United States. We don't have the means. We kick them out of Ramstein, out of Naples. You don't have a single ship left in the Mediterranean. We will kick them out. If NATO ends, it's time to talk to lawyers. It's time to talk to lawyers and speak of divorce. Okay. I'm taking that metaphorically, like, you're not going to talk to lawyers when you're about to end NATO. What is that map in the... Oh, it's Greenland. I was looking at Hudson Bay and I was like, is that land? I was confused. Yeah. So everyone really, really fucking pissy about Trump wanting to take Greenland, which... We've dealt with this before. We made some overtures back in the 1800s about buying it, but Greenland didn't. Denmark didn't take the bait. There's Nook. Didn't they rename it to Thule Air Base at some point again? There is something to be said that we basically have all access to Greenland that we want with Denmark since like 1952 for all military purposes. We just haven't taken full advantage of it. And Trump just wants to like formalize at this point that we own the entirety of the island. And the one thing they're saying is like, it's not going to be completely bought out. It's going to be like Greenland gets independence, which is what they're opening themselves up to, is that Greenland is supposed to be like an autonomous area of Denmark, although it relies on fucking Denmark to even sustain itself. It's not have enough population in order to be able to keep itself and its own population alive. Like if they were completely cut off and declared independence and didn't take anything from Denmark, the place would probably collapse. There's not enough people there to generate enough of an economy to sustain the people that they have there. It's too barren. So what likely would happen is Greenland, somehow we pressured Denmark to do a give Greenland a chance to do a referendum on full-on independence. They go for it. We give them a compact of free association agreement that we have with a bunch of like outlying Pacific islands, which basically makes them like, you know, a vassal state in a sense, but they can still masquerade like with a seat at the UN and other international bodies, but they know that they answer to us for any military and further diplomatic engagements. Now here's something else that's going on. Trump going after fucking defense contractors. I've been informed by the Department of War that defense contractor Raytheon, if we're going to call it Department of War, can we just call him like military contractor or military production contractor instead of defense contractor? If we drop Department of Defense, then let's stop calling them defense contractors. Raytheon has been at least responsive in the needs of the Department of War, the slowest increase in their volume and the most aggressive spending on their shareholders rather than the needs and demands of the United States military. Raytheon seems to think that This is the Biden administration, and this is business as usual. It's not. Either Raytheon steps up and starts investing more in upfront investment like plants and equipment, or they will no longer be doing business with the Department of War. With the Department of War. So get your checkers on this. Also, if Raytheon wants further business with the United States government, under no circumstance will they be allowed to do any additional stock buybacks where they have spent tens of billions of dollars until they are able to get their act together. Our country comes first, and they're going to have to learn that the hard way, President Donald J. Trump. So put in the fucking whip to defense contractors. There's another one. And this is in the wake of him saying he wants a $1.5 trillion defense budget, which I'm not exactly the most happy about. Where's it going to? Like what is the extra like 500 billion going to that we're not already getting? There's another Truth Social post earlier speaking about or maybe it was just about right there. Maybe I'm confusing it, but does he have unilateral executive authority to do this? I'm not sure. But maybe this is a signal across Raytheon that to do what he says regardless. Or maybe they'll try and rebuff him, but I don't know. President speaks, it might encourage the company to do what they're talking about. However, that might tank their... Actually, this would be an interesting thing to see. Stock. Where's RTX? I think that's their tag. Oh. Wait, was this today or? Alright, so wait, when was this released? It was reported 4 hours ago. At 8 p.m. Things closed, so yeah, that seems about right, although things immediately rebounded. So they dropped to 174, and then it shot back up to 193. And their highest point back right before that was 193. So things like, yeah, you can see a clear dip, then everything happened. So then everything restabilized. And so this was just today. I'm getting that right? So they're up like 3.21% today. Oh, this is looking at after hours. I don't know what this is. Yeah, this is 1 day. Oh. Why is it showing they haven't fully recovered? In the oh no wait, this is like after 4 p.m. is probably when they stopped trading. Now this is after hours trading. I don't know what to make about after hours trading. So they did take a dip right before market closed at 4. At 187. So it didn't kill him. All right, let's finish up here. President Trump is set to deliver a State of the Union address on February 24th. All right, so we got a month for this stuff in Minnesota to cool the fuck down. Otherwise, this would probably be there would probably be a very dicey fucking report, State of the Union address. Although last time that shit we already had one from him, and he was already just like absolutely like shitting on everybody last time he did it. This must have been from his first term. Who's there? There's Dr. Ben Carson. I swear he's not part of the administration now. And then there's Will Barr. And there's Mitt Romney. Is he still in office? I think he like retired at a certain point. Like, all right, it's Trump's party now. I'm out. In any case, yeah, this has got to be from like his first, from his first term. Mother IDs shooting victim. The victim has identified by her mother as Renee Nicole Good, 37. Donna Ganger told the Minnesota Star Tribune that her daughter lived in the Twin Cities with her partner, Is that I'm supposed to take it is that she's a lesbian? Ganger declined to say whether she lived in Minneapolis. Alright, so Clash reporting some local U.S. news. Chevron is negotiating with the U.S. government to broaden its Venezuela operating license so it can export more Venezuelan crude to its own refineries and sell to other buyers. Chevron is currently the only U.S. oil major allowed to operate in Venezuela under a special U.S. exemption from sanctions. So even in spite of everything, Chevron's still in there working. So you wonder like why we're not, why we're making this whole deal anyways, other than, so we're already getting oil with a U.S. company operating in there. So why we're not allowed, why Venezuela isn't full on, well, if they full on retaliated even now, we'd probably go at them even harder. Like seizing what's left of Chevron's operations, and they would probably piss us off even further. And we've demonstrated we can fuck with them up if we want to. So they're probably looking at Chevron like, we can't touch them. They're going to go even more ballistic at this point. Or the Venezuelans are thinking like, America will go more ballistic on us if we like go after the one oil company that we both agree, despite all this stuff, is allowed to operate in our country. I've just been informed that Venezuela is going to be purchasing only American-made products with the money they receive from our new oil deal. These purchases will include, among other things, American agricultural products and American-made medicines, medical devices, and equipment to improve Venezuela's electric grid and energy facilities. In other words, Venezuela is committing to doing business with the United States of America as their principal partner, a wise choice and a very good for the people of Venezuela and the United States. All right, so turning him into a resource pig. We get your oil, you buy our manufactured products. Then again, I don't think Venezuela is a state to very much have its own that much industrial capacity between low input manufacturing goods. So that would kind of be how it would be anyways. Regardless of, you know, a Chavista regime. Trump signed a proclamation withdrawing the United States from 35 non-UN organizations, 35 UN entities that the White House operate against the U.S. national interests. Now again, I have said we should not fully withdraw from the UN because we have veto power at the Security Council, and we should use that to our own benefit and fuck up the UN as much as possible with that. But sure, all these other entities, sure. If we can't influence them, if we don't have enough power to make them do what we want, then sure, withdraw from them and don't let them have any power over us. Zelensky. We are grateful to Denmark for its presidency, and we respect its territorial integrity and sovereignty. Appreciate the beginning of Cyprus's presidency, and we respect its territorial integrity and sovereignty. We are Ukraine. Please respect our territorial. What the fuck is he even saying this? He's saying with Denmark, he seems to be sort of counter signaling Trump here. Maybe Trump's not going to give a shit, but I would consider that a bit of a bold move. We appreciate the beginning of Cyprus's presidency and respect its territory. Okay, that's sort of like also a way to piss off the Turks, who have been a good interlocutor, or not that mediator, between them and Russia right now. So why is he pissing everyone else off right now? We are Ukraine. Please respect our, yeah. I guess you can interpret this last line as telling Europeans, who he seems to be addressing here, like, please don't let Trump make me have to give up the Donbass. I'm glad to be here as Cyprus begins its presidency of the Council of the European Union. For Ukraine, this moment is really very meaningful, just as it is for Cyprus, a member state that unfortunately remains divided but committed to lasting peace. Okay, that's even more directly like, as unfortunately remains divided by the Turks, who have been trying to help you out here as much as possible. So I don't know why he's like counter signaling here on the Cyprus issue so much. But I guess that's the venue he's at. I guess the more proper thing would to have not gone to that venue to talk about Cyprus and like sideline that issue, if at all possible. The way we control Venezuela is we control the purse strings. We control the energy resources and we tell the regime you're allowed to sell the oil so long as you serve American national interests.
It was a fake Russian oil tanker. They basically tried to pretend to be a Russian oil tanker in an effort to avoid the sanctions regime. But people always ask, how do you control Venezuela? And
Who's that in the background photo over there? That looks like Grover Cleveland. Who's that?
Actually seeing it play out in real time. The way that we control Venezuela is we control the purse strings, we control the energy resources, and we tell the regime, you're allowed to sell the oil so long as you serve America's national interest. You're not allowed to sell it if you can't serve America's national interest. And that's how we exert incredible pressure on that country without wasting a single American life, without endangering a single American citizen.
All right, so putting in more articulate words about Trump about saying we control Venezuela. So hopefully Trump doesn't say something stupid to counter-signal Vance here. Another something to be said is recently is all the fucking like pro Marco Rubio memes, like saying, oh, now he gets to be governor of Minnesota, the captain of this tanker, generalissimo, proconsul or whatever of Cuba and Venezuela. So he is getting hyped up hard right now. Even JD Vance was like talking about in a tweet, or somebody reported that, like, you know, he was thinking like, this is going to make Rubio look very good, but it'll be good for the United States, even if it might make him a political rival of mine in the future. European Council President Antonio Costa. The European Union cannot accept violations of international law, whether Cyprus, Latin America, Greenland, Ukraine, or Gaza.
And increase investment in defense. Yes.
He is really tan. I guess that makes him a Cypriot.
But above all, it depends on the consistency with which we defend these values. That is why the European Union cannot accept violations of the international law, whether in Cyprus, Latin America,
Counter-signaling our op in Venezuela there.
Ukraine, or Gaza.
All right, so more rhetoric signaling Europe split from America.
And ladies and gentlemen, on Greenland, allow me to be clear. Greenland belongs to its people. Nothing can be decided about Denmark and about Greenland without Denmark or without Greenland.
Okay, so
They have the full support and solidarity of the European Union.
who's that guy nodding just at the end there? I think that's von der Leyen. I have no idea who this retard is. Nothing can be decided about Denmark or about Greenland without Denmark or without Greenland. Well, what if all the Greenlanders say we want a referendum on independence and then it passes? Then Trump can kind of get what he wants. Berlingske. What the fuck? I guess there's got to be a news outlet from Denmark. Danish soldiers are under standing orders to take up arms if Danish territory is attacked according to the 1952 royal decree. The order would also apply to the United States' attempts to cede Greenland by force. What forces do they even have there to begin with? I don't think this is like any like new national announcement that's come out. This probably just like the note like saying, hey, per 1952, we're required to protect this island. So it's implied that we would go to war with America or start fighting America if they tried to militarily seize Greenland. It is implied. This ain't any new announcement. Trump greenlit the bipartisan Russia sanctions bill. All right, we've already been over this. I look forward to a strong bipartisan vote, hopefully as early as next week. We shall see. We've already discussed this. All right, so that's about it. OSINT Defender have anything? Anything new happen up, pop off? Danish soldiers of the 1952 European Rules of Engagement will shoot first and ask questions later if the United States launched an invasion of Greenland. Denmark's defense minister has confirmed to LBC. Okay, so somebody made another statement on it, so it's not just some news outlet deciding to look up some old decree to make a big hubbub or something. Sorry, something went off on my phone. Footage of the USS Coast Guard cutter Monroe, a Legend-class cutter with the U.S. Coast Guard alongside the Russian-flagged Iranian-linked oil tanker Marinera. During the morning's operation aboard, it seized the vessel in the North Atlantic. Oh, wasn't the Bella 1? Okay. Man, Coast Guard's going far for this one. I wonder if they run out of fresh food and had to go to stores. I just realized I'm like... I have to remember that I don't have the full fucking browser in OBS. So, again, Coast Guard cutter going far off the coast for this one. I wonder if the ship was actually straining to operate in this deep water in any way. That'd be interesting. Going after Raytheon. His statement on... Oh yeah, and then there's all this like stuff that's moving in Britain for some reason. Don't know why. I'm not gonna watch that. I think I'll call it for right now, so... I'm gonna turn this off for a second. I had like 3... Oh, I'm getting followed by like fucking OnlyFans thoughts or whatever. You look AI generated on this account. I should just fucking block them. I don't know who you are. Fuck off. What are these fake accounts? It's just a most random ass Twitter banner. The SpongeBob sliding down a tree for some reason. Whatever. Alright, close this. I need to get my fucking tag straight. Let's see here. Dent. Evil. Kill Valentine. Survival horror. Horror game. Get to Resident Evil 1996. Where was it? There it is, 1996 version. Instead of like the new updated version. Launching Resident Evil. Continue Jill Valentine story. And story. Not that I remember where I left off. also drank some green tea, which is probably not the smartest thing to do this late in the evening. But I did like, I did get home from eating and then passed out on a sleeping bag on the floor in front of my bed. Because I heard a new rule, like you should not lie in bed with anything that you wore while you were outside. Admittedly, all I do is go to the office, but potentially I could be dragging something in onto my bed that I shouldn't, just like, you know, smog or shit or whatever. So usually that means leaving my flannel, but I didn't take my pants off, so I was like, I'm usually think it's like, okay, I wear a flannel over my shirt most of the day, so I think that's safe to rest in bed with, since only like the front collar area is whatever gets exposed to the air, which, considering that all I do is sleep in or work in an air conditioned office, I don't consider it too much of a problem. Oh yeah, here's something funny. Let me just bring this up one last time before moving on. Most American patriots are convinced that if an authority figure points a weapon at you, your fate is sealed. No recourse to fight or fly for your life. Just take the bullet and rest forever. Any present-day patriot would describe the Boston Massacre as fuck around, find out. John Adams, patriot, founding father, and second president of the United States, famously defended the soldiers in court on the grounds that firing at the mob, throwing rocks and ice at them was self-defense, and won. That's like an interesting tidbit of American history that most people don't know about, is that John Adams defended British soldiers in court for their actions at the Boston Massacre. But would then go on to side with the Patriots, i.e. the faction wanting complete independence. I should probably do a reaction stream to Call Me Ezekiel's video on the American War for Independence, because he definitely has, like, I don't want to say an anti-patriotic take, but he definitely has like a more step back view of the war for independence. As you know, it's sort of just like a course of history event instead of like far more ideological, as he more ideologically or patriotic or positive vision of it. I wouldn't say he had a negative vision, but he definitely had like a different perspective on it in a way. Sort of like, you know, this is more the course of a whole nation unto itself, making a decision instead of like fighting for principles or anything. I don't know. Not stream issue for another day. Let's get the game fired up. Let me turn off the fucking background video. Why is the Brave still? I thought I closed the browser. Oh no, you're seeing it from my other account. I have a UPS tracking number. Oh, great. I'm on Instagram. I need to clip something. I think I will just attempt to fucking clip the thing with Rand Paul and Lindsey Graham as some slop content to try and generate some traction online. I don't need to get water. I'm pretty... Okay, I'm just gonna close this. Alright, what am I playing? Resident Evil. Game capture is on. My controller is on. that was loud. Sorry. There it is. Finally, the thing fucking showed up. Alright, let me move myself off to the side here, shrink a bit. Load game. Let's get into it. God, there's so much shit on my screen now that it blacked out. I need to get like some cleaner. Alright, don't want to touch that. Jill I guess I'm at Jill 07 at this point. Yeah, once again entered the world of survival horror. Kind of over at this point. Definitely over fucking tank controls at this point. So when I'm done, if I go back to another game, I'm gonna do the regular, the re-release Resident Evil 4. Although I might take a break from Resident Evil game for a while. All right, what the hell am I? Even my objective at this point? Kind of explored everything there is to explore on the first floor, have I not? I already got the shotgun. Alright, I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with the controls. Alright, I'm exploring here. Anything over here? Did I go in here? The battery is still charged. Okay. No, I have been in here. It's the other room I haven't explored. It was this other room over here. No, not like that. Ah, god damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Can I walk through? Yeah, I can phase through his body. Wasting ammo. Nothing. Nothing in here. Nothing to pick up. Just a waste of various pictures. Nothing. Nothing. God damn it. Why did I even bother coming in here? That was a waste of ammo. Ugh. Let's go up a floor. I should probably check my inventory to see what I have. Yeah, I picked up wherever there was here. Crows ain't killing me. The crows ain't killing today. For whatever reason. It's over here. It's this hallway. Oh, Richard from Bravo team. I think I have to fight a boss over here. Alright, I need to go check with the rest of my inventory before I continue on. Did I get this room? Is it still loaded with fucking gas? Get everything I could out of there. It's not even letting me trigger this, so I think I'm done with this room. I didn't have a second floor map at this point. I'm not gonna save now. I have acid rounds. Why do I have those? Let me combo these real quick. What's this one? This is armor key. This is the shield key, and they haven't been told me to discard them yet, so I feel like I should probably be using them. We got Windcrest, Starcrest. Oh, we got a bazooka for some reason? And Suncrest. I feel like there's another crest we can pick up. When did I get the fucking bazooka? Alright, whatever. Take it for... Alright, fuck it. Let's just go and fight the fucking... whatchamacallit? There's some beast over here. I don't know. Wait, was there another room over here? It's locked. A carving of... Do I explore this room or... Nah, let's go fight the fucking snake. Get this over with. God, she runs like... Her run animation is so like overdonely female. Like how close in she keeps her elbows. I don't know, it seems excessively feminine. Wait, was it up over here? Right, it was this door? Alright. Leroy Jenkins! Oh no, wait. Ah, fuck me! Alright, fuck that. I'm still at fine for some reason. What's in this room? Yeah, there's something hidden over here. I don't have a lighter. It's too dark to see. I need to come back with a fucking lighter. Are you kidding me? Alright, so there's that room to explore later, and then there's something up here. It's locked. A carving of a shield. Well, let's go get the shield key at least. Up and around like this. I'm very low on ammo in all honesty. So how many crests I got? 1, 2, 3. I think I need 4. Alright, let's get the shield key and let's go fight the snake or basilisk or whatever it is gonna be up there. Do-si-do and around we go one more time. Thank you for telling me it is now useless. Alright, hold up. Oh shit, run. Okay. Completely whiffed that one. Oh, and it got me with poison. Oh, I'm gonna die. How is this going so infinitely worse than when I did this with Chris? Is it trying to get away? Oh yeah, it's retreating. But I am fuck. Alright, is the bazooka supposed to be a grenade launcher? Alright, well I got all the crests, but now I gotta fucking heal myself. Books and gadgetry, nothing useful. I'm fucking poisoned. Yeah, the poison's hitting. Who's supposed to come and help me? Rebecca?
Give me the serum.
Is it Barry? Who it? What the fuck? Is that Wesker? How did I get dragged in here? Glad this cutscene is actually fucking playing.
Barry. Barry?
Vitamins and serums. Oh wow, I got 6 of these things. Let me put these away for the time being, and I am going to pull out more shells. Mansion key, alright. Oh, this room. I swear that garb that was being worn, that was like, carving of a helmet. Nope. That was Albert Wesker, I swear. Why he saved us, I don't know. Don't want to go in there again. I was gonna go check out the other room where I could use the armor key. Before continuing with the crests. Yeah, this one. And now the mansion key is useless. There's a note or something on here. Researcher's will. It's a letter. The top of the letter is missing. The remaining says, yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I could only delay the progress by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forgot more about you by the day, so I chose a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. Within an hour, I will have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn. Crackhorn. It seems someone has searched here already. It appears to be a switch. Will you push it? Why was her hand on her hip like that? Do I have to come back and reset the room? What the fuck was that? Then I think I gotta push it this way. What's in here? Will you take Sure. Oh, it's over here. Oh, look, a lighter. Oh, now I know how we can light up the candles in that one room. Oh, and a red plant. That's nice. I think I need to go around and collect a bunch of herbs at this point. I need a scrounge right now more than anything. So let's see. I'll drop all my shells and the one mag. Clear out as much inventory space as I can. I do wonder, there's the other room down over here. I think there's something with a net needed for a lighter over here. What's this? It's locked. A carving of a helmet. And second floor map? Alright. There's a lot more to be explored over there, but can't get there yet. And then there's that, this internal room over here, which I think leads to like the proper laboratory, the laboratory proper, so to speak. All right, back out. That's dealt with. There's the room with the fucking with the plants. Try and drop not as many F-bombs. Not this place. This leads outside. Alright, fuck that. Not dealing with that right now. Carving of a helmet. What's over here? Oh, wait. God damn it. I'm going back. I gotta check something. I'm just taking hits for no reason here right now. Where am I at? Still at fine. I'm just noticing her picture now for the first time here at the bottom left. That is different. Why am I just noticing this now? Out here. Oh, shit, yeah, this is what I came here for. But fuck these dogs. I am not fine now. Alright, I think I got him. Alright, collect all the green herbs possible. Well, that sort of was a waste in a sense, but scrounge. Scrounge like your life depends on it, because it does depend on it. That was a waste of shotgun shells in all honesty. Yeah, another mag. Alright, let's kill this other one. Alright. Got that. Nothing. Seriously? Maybe I had to push it the other way. Nothing. All right. God damn it. All right. Whatever. I'm high on inventory space. I'm low on inventory space as it is. I wonder, did I explore that? I must have explored that other room. Is Rebecca still hanging out in here? Alright, yeah, so there's this room. Yeah, and then there's that room. I wonder if there's any herbs in there that I can pick up. I should probably dump my inventory for the time being. Oh, I've used the lockpick. Oh, hello. And then somebody comes out. Wait, can I phase through him? Alright, I guess that worked. There's some shotgun shells to pick up. Keeper's Diary. I opened this too. At night, they played poker with Scott, the guard, Elias and Steve, the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing out the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up. Suddenly, he was wearing a protection suit that looks like a space suit. He told me to put on one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder these researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th. We've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I can sleep well tonight. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They had been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go to see Nancy. This is my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard at the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? I heard a researcher who tried to escape from the mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling off my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? Fever gone, but itchy. Hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy Scott came in. Ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. Itchy, tasty. Alright, I guess that's what happened to this dude. Pardon me. Oh yeah, this room. There's a safe over around here. This is where we were to begin with after it looks like Wesker saved us for some fucking reason. Does that possibly play into like when Jill becomes a bad guy in Resident Evil 5? Fuck you if you care about spoilers that deep. I guess I'll go get those shells real quick. I go in this room already? Yeah. Anything on this, this shelving? Nope. Probably was at some point. Probably like an extra clip. Let's go down over here. Already forgetting about the shells, but whatever. Oh, that's a lot of nice, things. just combo these. And one more. What else do I need the lighter for at this point? Oh no, I remember what we want the lighter for. That one room that's dimly lit. Alright, let's drop all this stuff off. Go get the shells, that last herb, then drop that off, and then we're gonna go to that one room where we need a lighter. I should probably save at this point. Let me actually consolidate my clips. Ah, 15-15 exactly. I don't need the fucking grenade launcher right now. Or bazooka as this game stupidly calls it. Alright. Pick up the shells. Load them up. Pick up this one last herb first, since I'm already gone in this direction. Where do I need to go? I need a red gem. Where am I going? Probably go upstairs somewhere. Oh wait, the shotgun shells over here. By the way, a box this thick would have like 50 shells in it, max. Or minimum. I'll go upstairs over here. I think that's the fastest way to traverse. Right into the banister. Alright, down this hall. I was definitely dragging against the wall there. Isn't there a door over here? Oh, hey. Oh yeah, this room. Let there be light. Right, move. What's even in here? Wow. Those hitbox do not line up. Sure, more acid rounds. That's appreciated. Alright, back out. Leave our buddy's corpse to rot over there. There's something over here that also made use of a lighter. No, it wasn't here. And this last room was a helmet key. Oh, fuck! You know what? Fuck this. Not dealing with that right now. Not gonna investigate it. I'm just gonna assume that's a helmet key, which I don't have yet. Alright, let's dump stuff. Where's the rest of the shells? Take those out. Do I not have any more? There we go. I gotta take out all the fucking crests. Alright, and let's save. We're on files on save number 8. Main storeroom, first floor. Alright, outside we go. I didn't even get there. I think it was this way, actually. Down this hall. Oh, wait. Bad doggy. It's not a second one. Good. When the sun sets in the west and the moon rises in the east, stars will begin to appear in the sky. Wind will blow towards the ground. Then the gate of new life will open. It doesn't even ask. Oh, god damn it! It doesn't even ask me to like pick and where to place them. Yeah. So it's doing all the work for me, trying to interpret the riddle. Alright, what horrors await? Wait, there's something up there. It's another fucking crank. It's a crank. Alright, no, around. Sure, I will take the crank. Yeah, quit this for the time being. Oh, hey. Radio.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is
Darn it, transmitter's not strong enough. Alright, Alright, well, while I'm here, I think I'm going to do the whole rigmarole of scrounging all these things and consolidating them back at the save room. I'll leave the crank behind. Do-si-do, and around we go, once more. This door. Oh. Oh. I thought I was gonna go to a different room. Whatever. And that should be enough to collect all the other herbs. Because I'm gonna need them right now. Come on, take. Red for amplification of existing effects. Are there any more over here now that I can carry them? Yeah, there's over here. It's a map of a garden. Will you take... Alright, sure. A winch for the elevator. The elevator is down. Alright. Oh my god. These howling fucking dogs. Alright, so... I'm actually gonna drop off all my weapons and then try and consolidate all my fucking herbs. Figure out what I have. So I got 4 of these, and how many blue herbs do I have? Plenty of green herbs. Oh, that doesn't work? Are you kidding me? Alright, so these are... Brown is all the way. And... why don't I just make a triple green herb? Alright, so triple green produces silver colored mixture powder. Alright, let's take out the clip, the Beretta, shotgun, and shells. Anything else? I'll leave it at that for now. Well, it's not costing me ink, so I'll save here. Alright, let's see how much further we can go. My god, the rubber really is fucking peeling off this one of these joysticks. It's fucking disgusting. I need to get a new I need the crank. That's what I need. That's something I'm gonna need. No, stop trying to push the stupid stairs. I haven't gone in that room yet? Alright. Still need to find this blasted helmet key. There we go. Crank. Cranking. I wonder if Trina, Admiral Trina, the active duty Navy, maybe she's not active duty anymore. Active duty Navy sailor. I wonder if she ever went cranking. If you don't know what cranking is, basically when you show up to your first ship, in order to help the cooks on the ship, you will throw divisions will throw one of their younger their guys fresh off the boat over to the CSs to do menial labor for them. It's kind of really suck and take the wind out of kids who like, man, I'm so gassed up, I'm here, and they've even gone through their A school and got their rating, and now I have to clean dishes and clean the mess table instead of doing my job that I was all gassed up and ready to do. Water is running down the opposite sides. Oh, and I keep the fucking crank, god damn it. So now the proper term is to call them food service attendants, but everyone, okay, the verb is, people say, oh, they're cranking. Oh, god, fucking snakes. That they are cranking, but it's kind of rude to call the sailors cranks. So if you're an FSA, you're cranking. Alright, got y'all. I have one extra bullet. I feel better using my... Alright, wait, can I go down this way? No. I have to get the battery for that place, and then... Oh, hey. Oh, god damn it. I wonder if there's anything like holding off the distance at which you shoot them. Makes any sort of difference. Like, if you shoot them closer, does it give you a slight damage modifier increase? Okay, here we go. Okay, put the fucking crank away. I'll put some shells away. So you combine this, and I'm gonna go get those last two herbs that were back out there. Oh, there's another one right over there. I do have the space for it. let's go get these other ones first, since I'm already out here. Problem is I don't have enough red herbs to make like the trifecta herb mixtures. So anything with cranking, as a sailor, I definitely saw, like, you know, it takes the motivation out of some kids. I swear we had a corpsman, and like he was a far more chipper person before he entered FSA, and then when he came out of it, or when he was in it, I could see that he was slowly like losing it or becoming demotivated, and then even when he got out, kind of like had all the wind coming out of his sails. And I think he didn't want to re-enlist after that. I think it's just a triple shot. Do I not have any extra shells? I am low on ammo altogether right now. What's this? Oh, more explosive rounds. Probably a point where I use them. Oh, and a heal spray. First aid spray. Well. Oh, hey, one of these. Wait, where the fuck it... What angle do you see it at? Oh, there it is. Oh, man, that's 3 of them. So I can have some standalone, kind of loath to use the bazooka right now. I'm gonna create some green herb combos. Alright, let's just dump them for now. Got a lot of mixed herbs. Anything else I can take out of here? No, it would be the grenade launcher, but I want to explore a little bit without it. It's over here. There was something in there. The bathtub is filled with muddy water. Will you unplug it? Yes. What did I get? Sea room key. Nothing of interest over here. All right. Fuck you. And fuck you too. Oh, what's this? Red book. Anything at this desk? No. Desk is locked. Will you use lockpick? Yes. Okay. That was a good find. Nothing unusual. Are we sure? Oh, that fucking thing. Alright. Oh my god. Fuck. I'm at caution, but I'm not poisoned. I'm thinking maybe I should have used the grenade launcher on, fuck it, use the first aid spray, clear up some inventory space. It's broken. A dartboard. A 6-ball. A 3-ball. Looks like a clock dial, some kind of night code. So what? It's pointing at... So it's the 45 of what? 4 o'clock? Motherfucker, let me stomp you. Fuck you. Get over here. There we go. Oh, Bretta clip. Good. So it's either 45 of 4 or 45 of 10. So 10:45 or 4:45. I wonder. I am going to take a real long shot over here. That one door in the that whatchamacallit is still that number pad P door that is the code for it somehow. This is an insane long shot. I'm gonna walk over and then tell me you don't know the code. Alright, got past the snakes. Go, 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 go. This is a real long shot. Not that way. Alright, moment of truth. So either 4:45 or 10:45. Why did I even bother? It's not even giving me the chance to like try and input the code. Alright, whatever. Back all the way back now. I don't know if there's a more efficient way back, but I'm just going this way. I was just caught up in my head thinking about whether or not I go to FazeCon. Because I got something that's probably work related that's going to spin up around around the time FaceCon actually does. Now, as far as I can see, they're only going to be operating on Saturday and Sunday and not doing like a Friday thing. So potentially I could fly out the afternoon of, like call it early for the day, and then get back. Let's deal with this. And it not be a problem, but I'm supposed to be like secondary on this project, even though in the build up to it I haven't exactly been primary on a lot of things. And there's a lot of people who are also like moving on 3 different other projects. I should probably just talk to, you know, the main person from it, like, you know, this week I'd like to like disappear maybe a little bit early on the Friday to am I gonna have enough room to the left of this thing to push it over? How much of a problem is that gonna be? Let's just assume I'm missing that Monday. Is this particularly egregious for me to leave? Alright, dealt with that. Oh, this room. It's locked. Oh. Is this what the pool table was meant for? There's no 0 key, so it can't be 1045. I got it. Inadvertently did. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with, okay, what's this? Something that's written on the wall. 1+, I have this written down somewhere before, actually. I have it on a notepad that's in a different room. Give me a second. Yeah, 1 + 2 = 3, 3 + 4 = 7, 2 + 4 = 6, 6 + 7 = 13, and 13 + 3 = 16. Yeah, so I have the details saved from my previous playthrough written down somewhere else. Let's see here. Will you take empty bottle? Maybe I shouldn't. Will you put water in the empty bottle? No, and there's another empty bottle. No. Will you take empty bottle? No. Let it alone for now. Oh wait, there's something else scrawled over here. Something is written on the wall. Water equals 1. Red equals 2. Purple equals 3. Green equals 4. Alright, yeah, for later. I believe there's something over here. Yeah, there's a fucking beehive. Alright, was there something on this table? Dormitory key, yes. Alright, nope. Get lost. It's locked. The plate says 03. Shit. Alright, run, 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 run. Get out of here, reset them. Okay, that's been dealt with. Alright, dormitory. I have no room. You've used dormitory key. Okay. Pick up one of these and just make a combo real quick. I don't even have the first aid spray, I just realized that. I'm gonna put this in primary for right now. Oh, that killed him. Oh, and look. Another mag. I guess that was all for this room. There we go. Plan 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T virus differently than other plants have been and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are 2 ways in which plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, scientists went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is increasingly imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water that promote the incredibly fast growth of plant 42. Another part of plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of the house, out of those bulbs, and they are second resources for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twinning its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. Alright, so this is like down to the facility. I'm not gonna go down there just yet. Not sure I want to go down there tonight. Dormitory sketch, will you take it? Yes. No. Explored this room. I have to go, no, there's that other room. Do I need the C room key for that? Desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Yes. Yay, more shotgun shells. I need to go update all I need to restock my inventory or offload my inventory. Yeah, that's the word. Offload. I've been in here, haven't I? Where's the serum key even used? I have more shells. I'm just realizing that. I'll just save for the heck of it. It's not costing me anything right now. Is that supposed to be like the since there's no difficulty level, the campaign is the difficulty level? With Jill, you have it easier that you can save whenever you want, versus with Chris, you get the ribbons. Alright, back outside, not what I wanted. Not that either. I think the only thing left to do is go down the Alright, there's this room. It's locked. Use K003, so this ain't it. C room key. Does that lead in there? It won't move at all. It seems to be obstructed in the opposite side. I don't have the glass bottle. Oh, alright, good. I'll leave those herbs for right now. Alright, I guess the only thing to do would be to actually go down in the facility, which I guess I'll do. Might go to 10:30. I'm probably gonna like have streams go a little bit shorter going forward. Ladder, will you descend it? Yes. Shall descend. Oh god, right, there's supposed to be a... Nope. Fuck. I need to go out and reset all the blocks, motherfucker. I'm glad I can skip that. Just realizing that. I thought that, nope. We're gonna push this block first since we can actually get around it. Alright, next to you. And this ain't gonna be enough. Even though I could jump across that, but... Yeah, we need to actually move you this way slightly. Then the long march down the hall. So, that green tea that I drank earlier right before I started this, I probably shouldn't be having this caffeine late in the night. Although, hopefully it's minimal because it's just green tea. I definitely taste burnt. And I don't have a kettle, so what I do to heat up water if I want to make tea is I put water in a giant Pyrex. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I put water in a giant Pyrex measuring cup, and then I microwave that. I'm just noticing how the shelves are aligned over there. All right, all of these guys. Okay. And I microwaved that. I microwaved it for 3 minutes, and it got the effect of bleaching out the solids from the whatever it is that makes tea from the ground stuff from within the tea bag. Some like big pack that I got from Costco of green tea. There's a lot of it. I could have done some cold brew in the container I have. I just drink straight tap water, by the way. No filter whatsoever. Incredibly barbaric of me. Alright. We should have it. So, yeah, that's how I make tea. I am like absolutely roughing it out here, because the one thing I might be interested in doing is getting a proper air fryer, because what I like to do to heat up food is throw it in the oven, because I like doing it that way. You know, maybe I shouldn't. What the fuck is this room? Oh, hey. Let's get out of here. Where are the sharks from last time? Yeah, they're fucking sharks in here, I know. God damn it. Get me out of here. There's no keyhole. Fuck. I have used the sea room key. Thank God. Yes, discard. There's a lever. Will you move it? And it drained the water. Very nice. So now these stupid sharks and stuff should be floundering on the floor now. What is even the point of this glass box? Nothing special. Oh, what's this? There's a button. Will you push it? Yes. Was a sound from the room next door. Yeah, that's right. Flop, fuckers, flop. They're all wet and useless. What's this? There's something shining over here. You take dormitory key. Alright, read 003. Oh. Yes, I will take all these shotgun shells. Huzzah! Good thing I can stack them all up like that. What? No? Yeah, I'm seeing them right there. Those ones are not wet and useless. They were above the waterline. Fuck you. Alright. Let's just circle around this way, make sure we didn't miss anything. Dumbasses. So check in this room real quick. Looks like a plant. Nothing in here. Nothing in that box. Alright. I think I know what needs to happen here. Somebody like Brad's gonna have to come in and drop the serum, antidote, or whatever on the plant. I have space. I forget. Botany book. I was hoping that there was some line that I may have forgotten about. What's more effective against plants, explosive or acid rounds? I'm not sure. Alright. we're out. Oh. I thought I wasn't going to get to that tonight, but never mind, I did. Alright, well, I know on the other side of this door is the plant problem. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck you. What are these, flame rounds? Hopefully those are useful against the plant. I don't even have the bazooka, so before I go into the other room, like right there, it would behoove me to make sure I have the a row of red books. There's one white book. Will you take it? J-Volt report. As I stated the last report, there are some features found in the cells of the plant infected by the tyrant virus. We also have found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found that an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in UMB number 16. One of the series UMB chemicals that was used for that experiment, we named it UMB number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy plant 42 if we put V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the UMB series chemicals in a specific order, not to create V-Jolt, but the UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. The following are types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. Number 2, red MP003, purple. Number 4 is green, yellow is 6, UMB number 7 is white, number 13 is blue, simulating smell, V-Jolt, UMB number 16 equals brown. A book is missing. Oh. Wait, can I move this? No, if I put the red book in, that will unleash it, so let's... I guess fighting this thing will be... I'll make that the capping achievement of this stream. We'll probably have to summon Brad, and he'll have to come figure out how to do the chemical analysis and shit. Or chemical combination. Alright. Let's see. I'm actually going to put this away. Flame rounds and explosive rounds. So let me actually go put the red book in, set everything off. Come back and get one extra set of explosives or whatever. We'll see what actually works. I'm just gonna throw things at the wall and see what works. I have the red book, right? There we go. There it is. Alright, let's go back, do a brief save. And then pull out one last set of explosives, something or whatever. Finish the fight. And trigger this whole debacle, and then I'll call it a night. One of the shells, explosives. See what works. Looks like I got acid rounds in there to start, and there's no changing that until I expend through all of them. We're on save number 11. I have saved significantly less than last time around. Unless those 7 saves were the result of... Sorry, I got stuck in my head again about something unrelated. Alright, saved. Let's start this shindig. Alright. Marching to my doom. I don't think I got a good handle on how to use the grenade launcher as is, so... Hello! Oh, can I fight it for a bit first before this whole shit show starts? Oh, wow. So I can just bail out? Fine. What is this shit that's dripping from the ceiling? Oh, wow. That was simple enough. Uh-oh. Nope, and it's gonna entangle me. Fuck. Oh no! The tentacles got Jill. And this is a Japanese... Hello, Barry. Trying to flame it. Man, that is a weak-ass flamethrower. Oh no, he's gonna get grabbed by it and then I have to make the special thing. Oh wait, never mind, we fucking killed it. Oh, that's a twist.
Save me.
Yeah,
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
You gotta be kidding me. Well, we got the helmet key. Now I have to offload a bunch of shit. What? What's going on here?
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a
This
sudden.
voice acting.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
We still haven't found the battery yet. Oh, shit. He's gonna go after... Alright, fuck it. Go clear... What the fuck? Oh, he shot the bees out of the air. I'm pretty sure in like Resident Evil 5, he like shows like retarded levels of like super villain abilities. Now, let me just put everything away. Where's my Beretta? Oh, let me guess. I'm gonna come back and Barry's, the thing will have been resurrected, Barry will be entangled in it, and then I have to go save him with the, Nope, Barry's gone. That's gotta be the helmet key. Alright. Hey, question, if I go downstairs... Drop the lighter and one healing item. Is the thing still alive down there? Here's the thing, I don't even know where to get the base fluid from. Like, I need to start with the red item first before I got anything. I think that's like one of the base things. And I'll leave, yeah, that's how I'll operate. Keep the shell, stay strapped that way. Alright, let's go to the other thing and see if the route down there has been moved since Barry torched it. I'm just realizing how like weirdly like childish this music is. It sounds like you're playing a xylophone. There's nothing in here. It was this other door across this way. It is significantly shriveled up. There's nothing in here. This is pointless. Nothing in here? Are you kidding? Wow. Alright. So didn't have to do that whole chemical mixture BS. Do wonder. Is there another door over here somewhere? Nothing. That's just where the tank was broken. Alright. Alright. Well, that was a fruitless venture. Yeah, I think that's a decent amount of progress. So we dealt with the plant monster and encountered Wesker again. I kind of missed what the half of that conversation was. In any case, I think I'm gonna call it for a night. Stream for 2.5 hours. No reason to drag it out. I want to watch more Mushoku Tensei in my free time. And no, I'll just save and eat some of this brownie pie cookie thing I picked up at Costco. You save your progress, indeed. So I did 5 saves, starting at 7, going up to 12. Yeah, that's 5 saves. So that'll be it for the night. Resident Evil Knievel. Hello, Twitch viewer, if you're even still here. I guess you like the Resident Evil franchise if you ended up here. I'm actually... Yes, so I got this off of goodoldgames.com. That's how I'm playing it. This is not like the even worse version that's like somewhere on some obscure file that I heard that's like incredibly hard to beat. I don't know if you saw me beat the monster. I thought I was gonna have to do the whole chemical thing, having played through Chris's thing, the whole chemical mixture game. But we didn't have to do that. Barry comes in and torches the bug, and that's the end of that. Yeah, so you missed that, and I'm actually gonna call it for a night here, but if you are interested about Resident Evil, I'm probably going to make this a Wednesday thing, so if you want to at least check back in for that. Follow me on Twitch and then come back and see what's next Wednesday, or I don't know, see if anything I do on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday catches your interest. Well, thank you for the follow. So, I'm going to call it for a night. Go watch Mushoku Tensei on Hulu. So, have a good evening, good night, and good luck.